we're gonna beanbug it, and I'm gonna go get Arrow, and we're gonna do Horizon Zero Dawn. Let's play the beanbug music, shall we? It's the beanbug song. The beanbug song. Well, maybe we'll get to play that before we move on. Let's call Arrow.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm sorry I completely forgot to tell you anything update-wise after I said I would needed the center time.
It's okay. Maxie the Catboy wants to defeat the Great Evil. Alright, well, we'll get that for you in just a minute.
Let's defeat the Great Evil.
Let me switch over my capture card to the PS4. I had a dream the other night that I got a PS5, but that they had made like a new model of the PS5 that looked like the PS4 Pro, and was like transparent. Partially. And also it had... At first I was like, did I get the wrong thing? Because it said PS4 on the side of it, but then you turn it around and on another side it says PS2, and then on the other side it says PS5.
I think that'd be really fun, actually.
And yeah, and apparently this model was like way cheaper, and that's why I ended up getting it.
Hi, Sasha.
I think I also got a Dreamcast in that dream.
Oh, I want to
see. It's a Dreamcast.
I get it. I get it. Part of the cast of your dreams.
Yeah.
But it's also called the Dream Cast. Wow.
Okay, let me switch over our category. So this might be a little bit shorter than usual because I still want to have time to do Half-Life.
Oh, yeah.
But not too much shorter.
No worries, no worries. Thanks for having me still.
Of course, I love doing these streams. Don't worry, I haven't forgot that we're going to defeat the Great Evil.
We'll get there. It takes some...
Takes some time.
Yeah, you gotta
wait for him to arrive.
If it's not powerful enough, we can't defeat it.
I clicked on the Beanbug song and it still hasn't opened. There it is, finally. This made a Beanbug song.
This made the Beanbug song too big, too powerful for your computer.
They probably showed you. There it goes.
Yeah, Sasha. There was a poll that I spent 69,000 BIS points onto, and I cut it in half, and I still haven't actually gotten back up to 69.
There is some Beanbug music. For like a second, because I'm ready to switch over to the game now. Okay, and then we pop out Arrow's little view. And then I will officially announce the stream, and then we will begin playing. Uh-oh, we're getting the crackles! The crackles are here!
What crackles?
From the capture card. It does that sometimes. It usually sorts itself out, but... They still concern me.
But it's just realistic fire sounds.
Alright, let's get the Great Evil first of all.
Alright, Great Evil is
Where is
time.
Is this the... There it is. Alright, here we go. And... Got him. Great evil is defeated. Oh yeah, I've got to announce this. Live now. Is a bug. Okay. The stream is announced.
An ounce of what?
Cheese.
What kind of cheese?
Feta cheese.
What type of feta cheese?
I don't know. There's types. I'm sorry. You've caught me.
Actually, I don't know if there's types other than brands, but there's probably different styles. I don't know. Feta's really good. I like feta.
I don't actually really know what that is. It's just the word that came
I
to
could
mind.
munch on feta cheese all fucking day. It's a good crumbly snack.
So I was just playing WarioWare. I was just thinking about it and thinking how that's one of the series that just hasn't had a bad entry. Yeah, I'm small bug.
I should change my real name.
Do you
on
want to
PlayStation.
close the application and update it?
My current one is just Arrow
Let's see.
No.
Well, that was quick.
Oh,
What could the update have been if it was that quick to install it?
wait, there was an update for what? For Horizon?
Zero Dawn, yeah.
I didn't install it. I don't know.
What could it have been if it was that quick?
I want to see if it's in my notifications. Did it install it like automatically or something? Because I didn't have to install an update. Oh yeah, 16 minutes ago, just did it.
That's wild. I don't know what it was. It's a 60
Yeah, you
FPS
can't-
patch for the PS5 version.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's just that.
Interesting.
Because yeah, they recently just announced that on their Twitter or whatever.
Well, I guess I gotta get the PS5 now. I can play this game in 60 FPS.
Why?
I'm just
You
kidding.
can already play the game.
I wouldn't.
You can play it better than I can, right? 'Cause you got a Pro.
Yeah.
And I don't have a Pro.
But yeah, WarioWare is a nice series because I don't think that there's ever been a bad WarioWare game. I think they've all been... Everybody seems to like all of them. I think the only one that I heard any kind of complaints about was WarioWare Gold, and that was just because some people didn't like how they changed... Because they redid a lot of games from the other WarioWares, and so they were sort of drawn a bit differently. And some people didn't like the changes to the art.
Against it.
What's that?
It's a Mario game.
It's not a Mario game, it's a Wario game.
Yeah, but Wario's in it, so it's a Mario game.
I mean, Mario does appear in some of the micro games.
Yeah, see?
There's one where Wario has to shake hands with Mario.
But that's it. They seem pretty fun. I've played similar games at arcades. They're really fun.
WarioWare likes are kind of a fairly popular thing with indie games nowadays, too.
Mm-hmm.
People like to make games in that style.
Cassie's just
I'm
said
realizing I'm getting the
quiet.
game audio is really loud. I'm getting it through desktop, and it's really overpowering everything. So let me fix that. Okay, there we go. Does everybody still hear the game? I was wondering, it's like, why is the game so loud today? It's like, oh, because I forgot to do the thing. Okay.
I got my scuba card today.
Oh, nice.
I'm a certified open water diver.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved WarioWare Gold though because it's got so much stuff in it to do. And it's got like really nice high quality versions of songs from previous games where they had kind of crunchy audio because they were on the Game Boy or the DS. And so they were able to make them sound much nicer. The remasters. I appreciated that.
It's real fun, Sasha. It's I mean, it's important to remember a lot of the things of what you do and don't do.
Are you Galeev?
But honestly,
Healer?
it's a real good time when you have a plan and a person to execute it with, and you do it. It's real fun.
So this could be interesting.
Yeah, if I was
came from the
if I was gonna do anything in the water, I would probably want to do that because part of the reason I've never learned how to swim is that I get too anxious trying to like hold my breath underwater. So if I could just breathe underwater, that would help.
Most scuba courses do require you to pass a swim test.
Oh,
It's not hard. Apparently my shop did it a little bit harder than like other ones. Like apparently usually you're given like a snorkel and mask and fins. Or maybe not a snorkel, I don't know. The mask and fins. But for my test
also I hate like being underwater and getting like water in my eyes, so that would also be good just to have goggles.
Yeah.
So it would basically be everything that bothers me about swimming would be pretty much undone by doing it that way.
Those parts aren't exactly easy to come by.
Yeah, we just did 200 meters, which is like a standard pool is 25 meters, so it's like 8 laps of that.
I know it well because they expect me to put its victims back together.
And
it's because I wanna go in the water and look at the fishes.
If I do this?
yeah, and you can take your time too. Like it's not like
I'm
time.
not expecting you to do it at all. But I'll be heading back to the
I would love to get to go in and look at fishies in the water. Let's see. Side errands?
Oh, you got an errand? Are we gonna do that?
Yeah, I'm doing as side quests as usual.
Oh, okay. I haven't even been there yet.
Show on map, please. Oh my god.
Oh, a secret shared.
Oh, because that's the wrong mission.
Oh, that's
this
the
is
one
the one I
all
wanted
over
to do. It's like, why are you making me go all the way that way? Oh, it's because you're not, and I've picked the wrong
That's
mission.
weird that they would force you to take a swim test to get into a pool. I don't like that.
Huh.
Like, how are you gonna ever learn how to swim?
Yeah,
Like
I just
90%
have
of my experience is just at like community pools.
my issue has always been that, well, A, I don't like water on my face. B, couldn't ever like I would get too anxious to like put my head under the water completely. And C, I get like whenever I'm in the water like up to my chest then feels really tight and it's like really hard to breathe. These have all been difficulties.
Yeah, I wouldn't go back there either, Sasha. That's shit. I'm sorry.
Oh. I always feel like there's like a ton of pressure on my chest in the water.
About Elena is like, I mean, you do have to practice skills like removing and replacing your mask underwater and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but if you ever do it, I'd say give it a shot.
Yeah, like if I was, yeah, basically if I was gonna do swimming stuff, that would probably be more interesting to me. Then you can play Subnautica in real life.
Yeah, well, kind of. You don't just pick up a fish and eat it.
Well, you could pick up rocks and break them and get metal out of them. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And you can scan all of the creatures and find out what they are.
We're doing a healer's oath. Is that the correct one? That looks right.
I mean, you could almost do that, like, because Google has that thing where you take a picture of like a plant or a bug or something, and then it tries to
Yeah.
figure out what it is. If you could do that underwater, then maybe that would work.
I want to take pictures in the water, but dive cameras are expensive, and housings for cameras are expensive too.
You just get a waterproof case for your phone.
Yeah, they don't last. They're not rated to like really good depths, and also they may
Just
not
joking.
actually take photos while underwater.
I'm joking.
Oh,
Oh boy, the big guy
honestly,
over there
the
just broke a
cheapest way
tree.
is like GoPro, but that's like $300, which is like not cheap.
Yeah. Oh, there's a metal flower. We defeated one of those big guys before, because you take off their guns, and then the gun annihilates them.
Yeah, that's what you do.
It looks really intimidating, but it turned out to be pretty easy. Oh, I gotta kill it. Well, I guess I better put my mouth where my words are.
Yeah.
That's how the phrase goes, right?
Yeah. Yes. Well, why would it be any different, Elena?
Better put my mouth where my foot is.
Yeah. Feet, mouth, foot. I remember that like someone got their phone waterproofed once, or they bought like a waterproof phone or something. At like when I worked as a dishwasher, and so they came and like it was like one of the assistant managers. And he came by and he was like showing it off to the cook, and he just like took it and dipped it into my fucking sink that I was washing dishes in.
Wow.
And, then the cook was like took him to the side and was like, "Hey, what's that on the phone?" And then he's pointing at the screen, and then the dude's like, "What?" It's like, "Oh, it's a piece of lettuce in there." And
I accidentally
lettuce
dropped
kind
the
of
gun.
gets everywhere.
This happened last time too. I like somehow forget what the controls are. A very
Are you
inopportune
playing too
moment.
much of the Vengeance again?
No, I keep pressing the wrong button to shoot it because I forget I have to use it like the arrows and I have to like prep it first. Alright, now I just wail on it a bit until it dies. Maybe not so close because it'll step on me, and I'm not in a mood to get stepped on today by a giant metal
Really?
T-Rex.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint you. So now it's like a regular amount of health for an enemy to have, but it's just big and can kick me really hard. I can't shoot anymore, I think. I think I broke all of its shooters.
It only has 2. I mean, you can still shoot at it. It's got weak points.
Yeah, but they don't have time to line up shots with the weak points. Alrighty.
Alright, mine's down.
Well, we did it at about the same time. Hi, Ash.
Oh, hi, Ash.
Hello. Oh, this also counted for the hunting lodge quest that I had going.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
2 in
That's
1. I
nice.
still gotta get a stormbird though. I'm still afraid of those though.
I mean, they aren't, like, the easiest, that's for sure.
What do I have to do now?
Do I already have a stack of... No, I don't.
Errands. Gather a Thunderjaw heart. So I think I'm just missing room in my inventory for that.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm gonna have to drop something.
I don't need these rat skins. But I want them for some reason.
I'll just disassemble some chill water. Because I have a million of that.
Ah, perfect.
Can't believe how many of these resources I have. When they were so hard to come by before. And now I've just got so many I can't pick up anymore.
That's just the way it be on this bitch of an oath.
Well, that is a greeting you decided to give us, Ash.
That's a good greeting. I like that emote.
I think the slime girl emotes are from Rubber Ross, if I recall correctly.
I don't know who that is.
He's a former Game Grumps person.
Game Gumps.
I think that's his claim to fame.
Ah, sand
Okay.
whipped on the wind. My
Flumps.
favorite.
Also, something that I saw just before I started streaming today. Apparently, there's been another Minecraft speedrun cheating scandal.
Another?
somebody-
Really?
Yeah, with like a well-known speedrunner.
Great.
Can't fast travel? You are falling? No, I'm not.
If you're in the air, you're falling.
But she was standing on the ground.
This seems sus, Elena.
I don't remember who it was. It was somebody with like a bee themed avatar. Who has apparently been caught cheating at Minecraft speedruns. And was like fairly reputable.
That's Beam. That's Bream. They got caught before too.
I only know of Rubber Ross because he did some. He was friends with Vine Sauce and would do streams with him.
What hope is there for the rest of us?
I have your machine part. A deal's a deal. See to the girl, and it's yours.
On my oath. But tell me, if the girl survives, what do you suppose is her future?
Speaking of Vine Sauce,
What a
I hadn't
charming-
realized
let's be quick about this.
'cause I hadn't been
Kindness
watching
doesn't
stuff
do well in the heat.
for a while that he hasn't been streaming at all for the last few months. Like all of the stuff that's been going up, I didn't realize it's all just pre-recorded stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, because he did do a stream recently for he did the Vine Sauce charity streams, and was watching it with Sasha because it was the first time he'd done corruptions in a while, and so we had to see that. And he mentioned that he's no longer used to streaming for 4 hours a night, and so his voice was getting tired. It's like, oh dang, he hasn't been streaming at all.
I fear this ceasefire is a ruse. Avad's a murderer at
Okay, what do I want to do now? I have to talk to Abbas.
Can we really trust savages to show loyalty?
You talk to Abba?
Abbas.
They are getting paid.
It's an
Abba.
S.
You. Hello.
A boss.
I've brought someone to
Abba.
see your sister.
again. How did you?
Like the band?
Yeah.
What did we do to
You're gonna
deserve
talk to Abba,
No. Wait.
the
I
band.
don't even want to ask.
What other
If
Abba?
he's a shadow
There is
passes
no
over
other
and he's
Abba.
gone.
I'm not even an Abba fan.
She'll have his full attention, won't she?
Once I'm freed of other distractions, yes.
He said that he would like to return to streaming eventually, but he doesn't know when or in what capacity. And he says he has enjoyed doing videos this way because he's felt that it's given him better boundaries between him and his audience. Which I thought was interesting. And like this all started, like he stopped doing anything at all for like almost a month because there was that like thing that happened.
Yeah.
And I was looking in, I was curious because I hadn't like followed up on that. I was curious about it. I went and looked it up, and there is no information about any of that except for like in early April when it was a thing. So if anything else ever happened with that, it has been taken care of in private. So, which is what I and many others felt should have been done in the first place. Like there was a lot of people who, like, if it really happened, they didn't think that it was something that should have been brought up publicly. They thought it was something that should have been handled privately. And I was kind of in that camp too. It was like, this is kind of weird. I don't know if this needed to be brought publicly. Like, I don't know what it was gonna do exactly, but well, that's how it happened. But yeah, there's been nothing. So I don't know. Anyway, I've got to decide what I'm doing next here.
I'm just taking out a corrupted area. I don't know why I decided to do it, but it's gonna take a second. So that's what I'm doing.
The Shaman's Path.
Shaman's Path is a fun one, I think.
That's over here again.
It's a neat one, at least.
Yeah, let's go back over to the snowy area at least for a bit.
Oh wait, no, then it's not the one that I thought it was. But yeah, Shaman's Path is the story quest for that
Okay.
area.
Yeah, let's go do. Well, it's in side quests category.
Well, that's because
everything over there will be side quests.
Yeah.
The side quest zone.
Yep.
But yeah, I haven't been watching Vinesus lately because when he was not doing anything at all, I then started listening to the Adventure Zone. And then when he came back doing stuff, I didn't want to interrupt the Adventure Zone, so I just kept listening to it. And then I've just been kind of just listening to other stuff lately. Because, well, the main time that I like watch any of the stuff is at night when I'm going to sleep. So I've just been putting on like random stuff lately, but I might catch back up on some of that stuff soon.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I'm not gonna do this anymore.
Oops. I wonder if anybody listens to my videos like that. Just
I don't
something
know.
to put on in the
I mean,
background to listen to like
That's
sleep
what
or
lurkers
whatever.
do, right? That's what I do when I lurk in like bigger streamers' chats. I mean, usually I just watch VODs, to be honest, but
Oh, I see.
you know,
Your errand is behind Derval's extradition.
you know how it be.
Like I would be able as a streamer if people were doing that with my stream.
Ooh. Sasha, that sounds fun.
Sasha is making a very interesting game right now. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with it. Oh, you can finally pause. I see.
Lucky that the Nora was there to protect the sun.
Yeah, pausing is something I didn't figure out how to do in my games for a long time when I was still learning game dev stuff. But it turned out to be pretty easy in Game Maker, so... Basically, there's just, like... There's a thing where it's just sort of deactivate instances. Which means that it just sort of, like, turns off everything. And then, but it doesn't turn off the object that turned everything else off, so you can have that object do, you know, like a pause menu and stuff like that. And
By the way,
then
have
can
you
unpause it.
have you checked your
Party
skills
movement.
lately?
Oh, I have 6 points.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I got Tinker now. Now I can take upgrades off of weapons. You can repair a damaged mount. I should probably get Expert Carver because I often need good animal parts.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In fact, let me see. Oh wait, I can get a Tear Blast ammo pouch upgrade. Hell yeah. I'm doing
Oh,
that
nice.
for sure. I need a turkey bone.
Oh, that's not what you think it is.
Increase the size of my Tear Blaster ammo pouch.
Yeah, it's not Terror Blast
Plus
arrows.
5 capacity. Oh yeah, that would be the sharp shot bow.
Yeah.
I can do the potions pouch though. Gonna need another raccoon skin though to do the other thing now. So I need a raccoon and turkey.
Turkey. Gobble gobble. Yo, turkeys are cool. At least the turkey that we had for a hot minute was
Yeah,
cool.
Sasha, I think switching engines mid-game is maybe not the best. Or not the easiest thing to do. So,
Certainly possible, but yeah, it's gonna be some extra work.
the hell is that thing? Is it like a worm?
Sending out a pulse. Nell took.
What?
Is it a giant worm?
How did you find me?
What are you talking about?
It was a thing over there.
Persistent.
Oh, that's right. You
I've told
haven't
that
done this
officer
part of the
1,000
quest. Okay, I've already done
I
that
don't
part
Oh.
of
need
the
to buy
quest.
anything.
And I'm not selling.
Yeah.
I just
This
need
guy's
to
got
find a
cable
way.
hair.
Well, you won't.
Yeah.
She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance. from the
Sometimes you
voice
have
in the
cable
blue
hair
light.
and sometimes you
That
have
is
regular
her
hair.
task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Aratok said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple
What was I gonna
markings,
say?
they belong to the daemon.
Oh yeah, and then also
More
the other thing that I
dangerous.
learned
Seen something
from
like this
pausing
before,
games in Game Maker is having it take a screenshot
but it wasn't from
of the
daemon.
screen
You have.
right before it pauses, and
You
then
know more than I do.
use that as the background when it's paused.
Were they part of your corruption?
What's the advantage of that?
Well, because otherwise when you deactivate objects, they no
They
longer
empowered
like
the daemon's
appear.
machines.
Oh,
You would end up with just a black screen, essentially.
Will you tell me where Araya went?
You ask a lot of
So
questions.
you take a picture.
And I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Soraya wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
All right. You want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good.
It just said Aloy,
If you
Aloy.
fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can.
Aloy,
probably
Aloy?
direct
Yeah,
us to
because it said
Soraya.
Aloy, Aloy, because that's what she said.
But I won't fall.
Oh.
And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
It's like in Sonic Forces when you have Green
My
Hill,
name
Green
is
Hill.
Aloy. Aloy.
My favorite level in Sonic Forces is Green Hill, Green Hill.
Oh no, Biss is gonna come smite you.
I'm trying to pop this thing. Won't
I guess
sit
I should've
still.
kept that area.
I missed.
Ooh, the snow's so sparkly.
Yeah, I like the sparkly snow.
Just like real life. Wow.
Oh, I like the sparkles. Ah! I got blasted. What the hell am I supposed to do here? These things get repaired, and I get blasted by the bad smell air.
You can kill them.
There's a badger. Are there any mushrooms or snakes?
I can get out of this.
No.
I can kill
Sadly, there should be snakes at least. There were mushrooms actually. Do you remember the mushrooms?
I do not.
They were in the cauldrons. Like for healing plants. They were mushrooms.
I wonder if I can blast anything off of this thing. Nope. No, just completely miss. Okay, now leave, Aloy.
You did just completely miss.
Yeah, that was really great. Good job. What if you pronounced my name like you pronounce Aloy?
I won't be able to stream this next week, by the way.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out of town for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
For exactly a week, actually, starting now.
Okay. Well, I'm sure I can fill in some other things on Thursday this week.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty. I always have way too much to stream.
I could just dedicate the whole stream to Half-Life, maybe. Through that.
Half-Life, maybe. Then you can play Gmod. Gmod is Half-Life's canonical sequel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's got a pretty wild storyline, though.
How about Gmod VR, but the AI is self-aware?
Honestly, it wouldn't work.
Apparently, the person who made Gary's mod is working on a new thing. Jenny was telling me about it.
Oh yeah, Garbage Man?
Or whatever it's called.
That's his
You
name.
play as like
That's
sausage people
that's
in
the
it.
G. That's what the G and Gmod stands for. Actually, oh wait, what? Is this Steven's sausage roll?
I don't know. I don't think it is called sausage anything. I almost said Sasha.
I don't actually think the Gmod creator is garbage, or I don't really know him, but I just thought it'd be funny if Gmod stood for garbage mod man. Garbage man. Or something.
Well, this thing was a chump. It still managed to hurt me because I got close to it.
A bit sad because it means I won't have another Sonic Adventure stream until 2 weeks from now. But
Oh,
we won't be able to do our Sage stream next week either. But like we'll do those things following. It'll be fine.
and if people are really chomping at the bit for Sage stuff, well, they'll get down on my stream still.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one of the times that Biss usually streams with you, I could sneak in a stream next week. We can get through some stuff. Because Biss wanted to like do some extra Sage streams so we could get through the stuff faster so we can get back to Raymond.
Yeah.
So that might be a good time to squeeze in some extra stuff. Because we won't
Get
have
back
to
to
worry
what?
about streaming at the same time as you.
Get back to the what?
Raymond.
Oh, Raymond.
Raymond 2.
Yeah, the evil man.
Did you just... the evil man?
Yeah, that's his name.
Oh.
I don't trust Raymond.
We should speak.
Why not? What did he do?
I don't like him.
You don't trust him because he doesn't have any limbs?
That's not it. I just don't like him.
Anybody who makes their hands and feet float is untrustworthy.
No, because then I would find Biss untrustworthy.
Let's talk about Araya.
You don't?
No, I do.
Know
Wait,
how to deal with the
what? No,
machines
of course
and
I don't
towers?
find them untrustworthy. They're trustworthy.
They're
Perhaps Araya
Biss
shouldn't
is
do after
a
all.
trickster.
What she truly seeks is
Yeah, that's what's trustworthy about them.
after what
Oh,
I
okay.
just saw, you could show her that.
You trust them to trick
you
you?
literally got to know each other via
Yeah, I
tricking
trust.
each other. Oh.
You'll have to walk the shaman's path
Well,
to get there.
same.
You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. A great
I
machine
think it was more
covered in
just
gloom.
them and me.
Shamans who complete the path take
In that
peace as
case.
reward.
You two seem more evenly matched in that regard.
You should too.
I mean, you team up against me sometimes. Like with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
knack 2 thing that Biss
Yeah, the
always
knack
loves
2
to bring
thing.
up.
You said something about
We also got
blue
Pink
gleam
with
at
that
the end of
one.
the shaman's path.
A crystal that builds on the
Oh.
bodies of machines in the oldest ice.
You love that one, huh?
We Banuk believe
Knack
it's
2
the
is
stuff
fun.
of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants
And not the
trade
game.
well for
The
it.
game is not.
Were you with Araya when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all
Oh, there's a
that.
Weber in the chat.
I'm no warrior though, So she
What?
made me wait.
There's a Weber in the chat.
When Orea and the
Yeah, there
chieftain
is.
returned,
What of
I
it?
saw them argue bitterly.
He's in there.
I don't know what about exactly.
Guess you're really right about that.
Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
Bergren told me you're Rhea's apprentice.
In her absence,
I didn't- wait,
served the
Elena, I'm not
chieftain
seeing
and
any
his werewood
Spider-Mans.
as an advisor, scout, speaker for the Blue Light.
A lot of
This was
responsibility.
telling me
Don't know
about
if I can live up
a
to
wild
Rhea's example,
Spider-Man thing
but I have to try.
last
I owe
night.
her that much.
Oh.
It was from the Marvel Zombies comic
Inspiring
book
shaman
series.
from the edge of the world.
And the Sandman
How do I
encountered
cross this
Spider-Man
shaman's
and
path?
thought that Spider-Man must be a zombie.
Then follow the markers. to
Said
the
that
ice
so he
caves
was
and
like,
the
I gotta kill you,
waterfalls.
Spider-Man, you're a
Make the
zombie.
climb
And he's like,
far.
no, I'm not. And he didn't listen to him, and the way
Path
he
is meant
decided
to
to
be
kill
an ordeal,
Spider-Man
the final trial
was,
of a
well,
young
because Sandman
shaman's
can,
training.
like,
And I'll
change his
find a way
shape
at
and
the
you can
end of
just,
it.
like, flow around as sand, right? That's his
She
power.
goes further up.
Yeah.
He just goes
Somewhere
into
inside
Spider-Man's mouth and, like, fills him up,
If you see
and
her,
is just,
you
he
tell her,
just gains, like, this
"In
giant
faith, she
stomach.
will hear the voice again."
Sandman to Spider-Man inflates you, making you
Yeah,
bigger.
he's got this big gut, and then he explodes,
I guess I'm off to the ice
and
forest
like
to find this shaman's
I
path.
guess they were trying not to be too gory with this because but it just looks so goofy because then there's just like a clean, like, just white jawbone, and like some indiscriminate, like, intestine like thing goes flying, and that's all you
my
see. And it looks so goofy and terrible.
Speaking of Spider-Mans, the place I went on my dives at, they have like a little wagon wheel that they
Feels
hang
like
from
out
like
here.
somewhere and down there, and we were looking at it, and there's a fucking Spider-Man figure just chained to it,
Oh.
along with a stuffed cat.
And also the thing that Sandman said to Spider-Man before he did this was, "You want to eat me, huh? Well, eat this." I couldn't believe what I was looking at. Like, somebody made this and published it as an official Marvel comic.
Yeah.
That's Spider-Man's death in that timeline. And then the implication that Sandman could have done this at any time. Like, he could have easily killed Spider-Man at any time in any of his fights by doing that, but he chose not to. He could have done the sandflation at any time.
Yeah. He holds
then-
that power over all superheroes.
And then when Spider-Man explodes, you know how in comics they use like words to mean like the sound effects, right? They like to and they like write the
No.
big letters for the sound effects. Well, in this one they wrote like school.
No, I never heard
It was like a bunch of U's and O's, and I just. It wasn't dramatic or sad or anything. It was just so. I can't describe it. Oh, look, they have the moon looks real in this game. It's not just a glowing circle like the person was complaining about with Pokemon Legends.
Yeah.
This showed me a video where somebody was nitpicking all the
Oh,
graphics
I
in
saw that
game.
same video.
Oh yeah, Biss wanted to make me watch it, and I was like, no, I had to refuse. I'd heard enough. I couldn't bear
Why?
to see
It was
it.
funny as hell.
It was gonna really bother me, and I'd already like wrote an entire thread complaining about how ridiculous it was.
There was one thing where they were like, there was a wormhole and they were like cute. That was the only positive thing.
Oh. Well, Sasha would agree with that. Sasha
Well,
loves
the one
Wurmple.
thing that really like made me laugh about it though is just like, there's this thing they kept on doing where they kept on being like, I don't remember what they were doing, but they were just kept on saying the same thing over and over again in every scene. That like the same complaint was there, and I was like, you can't do that. You can have a complaint, but you can't just keep on knocking a game down for not having it. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't
The thing-
add up.
It's just the thing that gets me is just that like the game has a visual style, right? Like it's got a thing it's trying to do. And also, of course, it just leaves me feeling like you can never please these people because they were doing this exact same thing on the first trailer of it, but they had more complaints because they're like, oh, the frame rate looks terrible and the Pokemon are choppy and they don't do anything, and then like literally like the lighting is not that great, and literally everything was made better in the next trailer, and they're still complaining, and it's like, I don't know what you want.
The shaman's path.
What do you
must be
people want?
answers.
I don't understand. They like addressed like literally everything
It's like
that you
they
thought
don't
was
realize
terrible
they
got
just don't
addressed.
want a Pokemon game. Like even if they want a Pokemon game, Pokemon is clearly moving in a direction that they don't want. So like that's just they gotta accept that. This ice looks nice.
Activate the ritualistic marker. This whole area looks nice. I did a whole thread on this topic, and I basically was just like,
Looks like each marker
the
points in
visuals never
different directions.
impact how I feel about a game significantly. Like, a game could be the most beautiful game ever, but if I don't like playing it, then I just won't like the game. Or
Yeah,
vice
what's the-
versa, if there's like a game with an art style I don't really like, but I enjoy playing it, then I'm still gonna enjoy it overall, you know? Like,
Yeah, what's the point otherwise, right?
yeah. It's like, how did we move from people playing games because they want to have fun and play a video game to needing the most spectacular visuals they've ever and they have to like reach this checklist of like things that the game has to have to be acceptable, and like this person was complaining that like you don't like the grass doesn't move when you walk through it, or you don't like leave footprints on the ground or things like that. And it's
Oh yeah, the other thing was the mud. The mud.
yeah, the
displaced-
mud. I was like,
no
well,
mud
who
displaced.
cares? Like, is the game nice? Can like
Or the game can be fine. I think like
I don't need footprints or to affect the mud to enjoy playing
Yeah.
a game. You know, it's like I don't care.
it feels like okay, it's one thing to say, oh, I wish the like the grass bended as you.
Yeah,
Especially 'cause
I
I think
mean,
it's
yeah,
pretty
like
simple.
that's something I
But like
maybe
mud
would say.
deformation, like terrain deformation with like mud and shit. What do they want? Like fucking Uncharted Pokemon time?
It's like, sure, I will like mention things like that. Like, I will mention the visuals and things that I would like to see them do, but it's like that's not
They're
going
not
to be
coming
a
from
deal
that
breaker.
Thought of good faith, really. So
Yeah, and there's
Doesn't
also
matter.
like I said, sometimes I'll like make fun of a game for having like out of place like low res textures or things like that, but again, it's just like it's like lighthearted, you know, like it doesn't
Yeah, it's
really
not-
affect how I feel about the game. I'm just poking some fun. And some people get legitimately upset over not all the textures looking the best.
I just
It's
couldn't
like,
get legitimately upset over a
yeah,
game
I know,
like
like
that. I can
like
get disappointed in games, but that's about it.
yeah, like when I was playing Resident Evil Revelations, the PC version, because that game was originally made for the 3DS, and they upscaled it for other consoles, but they didn't like upscale everything, and they didn't like improve the animations or anything, so like you can tell like I was always just talking about how you can tell it was a 3DS game, but it's like I
Yeah.
still like the game, you know, like I'm not gonna like I'm not upset over the visuals in it. I'm just like pointing them out, you know.
Yep.
Oh, Ash has sent us little corgi bits.
Hell yeah! Look at those little Corgoots.
I think I'm getting pretty close to another payout on Twitch, which is pretty cool. It said that I should expect it next month.
Nice.
I really appreciate that. Everybody has been making this stream very successful. And I appreciate that. Follow the shaman's path.
Another marker. Good.
She found another marker? Where? Where? Did this thing? I presume? Yeah, there you go.
Okay, that way then.
And I'm saying all this stuff about the visuals while playing a game that I think looks great.
I mean,
as well.
yeah, it does. There
Like,
was
this is-
a lot of work put in the visuals here.
Yeah, this is one of the games that would, I think, hit all of the hit all the check boxes that people want from game visuals, apparently. But it's like, even if it didn't, I think that this would still be fun. Like, if it had all the same gameplay stuff.
Yeah, it would still be a fun concept. And honestly, it might even be better realized if it wasn't AAA. Who
Yeah,
knows?
if they had more time to put into that stuff instead of the visuals.
Yeah.
You always got to consider that too, as like, if you want a Pokemon game that's like doing a bunch of different stuff than Pokemon games normally do, then like be prepared to like have the visuals be a little bit limited so that they can more fully realize their gameplay ideas.
The chime. Not sure I saw this fork before.
You can interact with these. That's fun. Also, people of course get really they get really stuck up their own butt with frame rate as well. It's always a big thing.
Yeah, I've never been a big frame rate carer.
Where?
Like, I've played games at below 20 a lot. I mean,
I
you get
think-
used to it.
I
Some
think-
people don't need it though. That's true. Like, I don't know.
I
This
think
really doesn't. Fit.
I agree with the point of view that like the main thing you need with frame rate is just to have it be consistent. Like
Yeah,
if you have
exactly.
if you have frame drops, that can be off-putting. But as long as your frame rate is the same the whole time, then like I think that's fine. Like, people complain about the original Star Fox for being really low frame rate. I think it's like 15 frames per second or something like that. But they like knew it was 15 frames per second, and so the gameplay like works with it. Like, it's not like you can't like it's not like it affects the gameplay, right? Like it's made to be played at that frame rate, so it works, you know?
Yeah.
And it's easy to get used to as a result. I really like that game for its visuals too. Like, I find them very like quaint. I like the really super low poly 3D.
Yeah, low poly 3D is grand. I love that aesthetic.
Past the stars. One way or
I also enjoy games that are in the mode 7 style. With the respective warped background stuff to make 3D. I enjoy that aesthetic as well. That's why I like the original F-Zero, but not any of the 3D ones, because one of the main reasons I like the original F-Zero is for its visual style.
Yeah.
done with the cave.
The other ones are missing that. There are 2 Game Boy Advance F-Zero games I found out about recently, though, which I think have the Mode 7 style, so I think I'm gonna have to get those soon. How long have we been going for? I'll keep going for about probably another half hour. At least.
Okay.
This is woodwork. Looks like it needs to fill up with
Water.
Are you kidding me?
What happened?
I died.
Oh no.
Where did you go? What the fuck?
I followed the markers.
I followed the markers too.
I think I'm just past that area with the enemies.
Oh, did you just not fight?
Yeah, I didn't have to.
Alright, I'm just gonna run past them then.
Across this one.
You get to live today, stalkers.
You live to stalk another day.
Not me though.
Well, I just realized both games that I'm streaming today, well, aside from WarioWare, have stalkers in them. But they're completely different
Oh?
things. Yeah, there's an
I didn't
enemy
know
called a
WarioWare was-
stalker in Half-Life.
There's the
Ooh.
mail.
Which was really funny because Alex just, when the first time one was there, Alex just showed up like, oh, look, a stalker. And I'm like, we just met the guy. How do you know he's a stalker?
Yeah. Alex, come on.
He hasn't done anything yet. What the hell is this? Pigment? Light oxide. I've picked up pigment.
Yeah, you got a pig.
Is there anything behind the waterfall? Nope. What kind of video game is this?
I don't know. I've seen lots of games lately with that waterfalls stuff.
It's a crying shame.
No, it's just regular shooting.
No crying
I need
involved.
to pull the rope to move this thing into
Yeah, no
position.
crying.
Okay. If we're just
Regular ass shame.
My ass is
Look
shame.
at the pig. Light oxide. I didn't know light was a pigment.
I didn't know light could get oxidized.
And both these things are true. Who knew?
Need it.
Video games teach us so much. That was a fun jump. That was not a fun jump.
Aloy is very adept at these tight ropes.
Yeah, Aloy's just
She hasn't. I've
fucking
never seen her
monster.
fall off of them, or even lose her balance. I might want to play Borderlands 3 sometime soon. Might finally be in the mood for that.
What'd you buy it on?
PS4, because it was $10.
Uh-huh. I wonder if it has cross-platform.
I don't know. Ah! Aloy, please.
Aloy does not know what you want.
She got perfectly across the tightrope, but then just like falls trying to round a corner. It's kind of incredible like that.
Oh, okay.
Activate. Activate this, please.
What did you activate? Oh, you activated one of the
marker.
pointers.
There she goes. There she goes again. It says encoding overloaded. Are you seeing any problems on the stream? Oh, it stopped.
Yeah, it looks a little framey for me.
It seems to only happen when I click out of OBS, so I'll just stop doing it.
Huh. Maybe when you click out of OBS, it somehow like makes its process have less priority. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah. Tell me when you get cutscened.
Okay.
Well, that's just because like I have delay and I don't know.
I just thought that was a funny phrase, when you get cutscened.
It's a good phrase, though.
I don't believe that Aloy would ever struggle with something like this, like, after everything I've seen her do.
Irving wasn't exaggerating.
It's like a bear.
There's definitely something new out here. And I don't think it's friendly.
Yeah, Biss hates bears.
How do they feel about robot bears?
They don't like them.
Oh, okay.
We have covered this topic before.
Even if the bear was a robot, they still wouldn't like it?
Yep.
Yeah. Campfire discovered. Where?
I love how all these markers, a lot of them are just really obvious. Like,
This out of that.
Campfire USA. Why buy a campfire anywhere else?
I can't spare the wait.
Oh, there's a worm again. Gonna shoot it in the nuts.
wow. How rude.
It's going right towards those machine hounds.
I don't think the game needs to tell me that this thing is hostile. It just kind of looks like it, you know? Okay, that didn't. I gotta get a better vantage point on this thing. For sure. Uh-oh. I'm getting cutscened again.
Yeah, you've been seen.
Oh my god. That's a big ass enemy.
I'm gonna try reaching that tower to the
I'm gonna get the tower.
Seen and beamed.
There's like a DVD game we used to have, I think, that was called Seen It. I'm
Oh
thinking
yeah, we
of.
had that too. There's like, when they did that thing where they like made like a million different editions of it or whatever,
Yeah.
like they always did with games.
I don't think we ever played it. I just remember having
We had
it and seeing
Harry
it around
Potter
all the
and
time.
Disney Scene.
What else do I have to do here? Go to the shrine. Should I attempt to kill the Frostclaw?
Do it! It's always fun to see a new thing.
Oh boy. It's a beast, alright.
Oh, it is. But it won't, you know, like,
If it stays
you
over
gotta,
there,
you gotta deal with them sometime.
I'm not doing a lot of damage to it. Most of the damage came from the tower exploding on it. Oh boy, it's coming over here now. Okay. That's maybe enough of that. Are we getting up there, Aloy? Climbing? Oh my lord. Maybe I can. I don't think you can get up here. Yeah, no, it's pretty stuck down there. As long as I don't fall down, I think I can just. Well, I'm out of arrows. Essentially now. So that's it. I don't have enough pieces to make more arrows anymore.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, I need more wire.
Oh no.
Wire's the thing I always run out
Yeah, the
of.
wire struggles are real at some points in this game.
You need to fight like watchers and stuff to get wire. The basic ass enemies have that.
Okay, I got mine. Oh, it's actually optional to kill the Frostclaw.
Yeah, that's why I was That's why I was debating doing it or
Oh, I
not.
thought you were just gonna go do something else.
No. It's just that I didn't have to, so
Yeah, you might
I
as
was
well.
trying to decide whether or not to do it.
There'll be other times. I mean,
Look at the sparkly snow. Well, this place is a little bit messed up.
the polar bears are
In my
fun because they're
opinion.
they kind of have like rustling moves.
They rustle your
They look really
jimmies?
silly. No, Incubus.
Oh yes, they rustle Biss's jimmies. That's an early meme. I remember that from years ago.
Yeah, I never really even used it. I just remember it being around.
See the shrine,
I occasionally remember it.
guess I should take some readings. Sparkles. I can see why it's worth
I remembered it like a couple months ago, and then didn't think about it anymore, and now I'm thinking about it again. Because you mentioned the word rustle.
You ever known anyone named Russell?
No.
Now Took said we're
There was a
ready to
kid
face
in my
the
second
shrine.
grade class who was named Russell.
I better take those stairs.
His mom was our teacher,
Oh. When I was in high school,
and she was the school secretary.
oh. When I was in high school, there was a kid who was the daughter of one of the teachers. But that's it.
An ancient door.
Well, and middle school too, but
The area is
he was a high school. Well, because the school I went to was middle school and high school. And
Oh, yeah,
her dad
yeah.
was one of the high school teachers, so I didn't have his class until I was in high school. But I was aware that her dad was one of the teachers at the school.
Lots of strange equipment.
I also went to school with a kid who was the son of one of the band members from like a one-hit wonder type of band from the 80s. Had like one hit song.
Hmm.
Those are the interesting people I went to school with. There's so many sparkles in the air. Yeah, don't you just love when it's like icy, like cold in a room, and then there's just ice particles floating around all over the place?
Yep.
That's how it works when it gets cold, right?
100%.
Hundo P-cent.
Yeah, 100p.
Those
A
notes
Hundop?
on the floor must be keys to the door.
You stuck her stick in there.
What do you mean she stuck her stick in there?
She did.
What am I supposed to do with these lights?
Wait. are you
Wait,
telling
this
me
is
that
the
you-
pipe mini game again, but now it's with data?
I don't know
Sure,
what
this
you're
makes
doing
sense.
right now. Oh, you went into a different door than I did. That's why.
Hundo P-cent.
These things turn, changing the flow of light.
Instead of water, now it's light? Okay.
You know, light pipes.
the water one already didn't make very much sense, but
Let's see if the door's open.
now we've got this.
It was fine.
Okay. Oria's retreat. How did all this ice get in here anyway? Is there like a hole
You
in the
put
ceiling
ice
somewhere?
in. You put the ice in.
Well, the ice has to like get in here somehow.
You put it in.
Well, I didn't put the ice in there. I didn't put it in there.
Yeah, you put the ice in.
Maybe there's like a leak somewhere and water flows in here and then freezes.
The ice came in
What?
when you put it in.
Arrow, why?
I don't know.
Why you do this to me? Okay, I guess there's holes in the ceiling. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, you put the ice in when you stick the hole in the seal.
And I guess sometimes wind blows in from that hole and pushes it out to the sides, and that's why
It's
it's
also
all
been
piled
an
up there.
indeterminate amount of years, right? So like,
Well, yeah, I'm trying to figure out like how it ended up like this, and if there's like,
well,
that's what I
they
meant.
put
Like,
the
there's
ice
been
in
enough
so they
time
can
that
take it out.
probably wind blows through there sometimes, and like
I
I'm
mean,
trying
you've
to.
seen the fucking ruins underground. They're just like
I'm
rock.
trying to figure out how the snow got formed like this, because if there's this hole here, you'd think it would all be piled up under the hole, but it's all like around the sides of the walls. So I'm
Maybe
saying
someone comes in and sweeps it.
maybe wind blows in here and pushes it to the sides.
I mean, people have been in here. You've seen paintings.
Yes. Just this doesn't feel like a person did this. Well, I mean, the game developers did this. But
Did they though, or did you do this?
I did not. I didn't work on this game.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
I thought you put the ice in.
I did not make Horizon Zero Dawn, Arrow.
You made the ice in Dawn. Ice in Zero Dawn.
Zero Ice Dawn.
Is that a new Pokemon? Zero Ice? It feels like his Pokemon name.
And it's the opposite of an ice type Pokemon. It's a fire type, and it's called Zero Ice. Because it has no ice. It hates ice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Said,
well, there
"Fuck
is.
ice."
I think you are maybe remembering there's a Pokemon named Zero-Arwa? Something like that? Has zero
Yeah,
in the name.
there's two Zero Pokemon. There's Zero-Ro, there's Zoro. Zoroark.
Zero. Oh yes, there's a Pokemon that I swore forever was called Dragalage, until it came up in a video I was watching with Biss the other day, and I realized that it's called Dragalge. I was adding letters into the name. I couldn't believe
Oh
it.
yeah. People do that all the time.
Get back inside.
I never ever noticed that it's just a Dragalge. I always thought it was
The
Dragalage.
Galga.
Looks like I need to get to those stairs.
It's the evolution of one of the Pokemon with my favorite name of all Pokemon, which is Skrelp.
Mm.
I love the name Skrelp.
Mew Zero? Yeah, that's a good question. When are we gonna get Mew I?
Mew 1.
No, Mew I.
Why is it Mew I?
Because it's the number I.
Oh. What about Mew E?
You know, the square root of -1? God. Yeah, Mew summation.
Did you know that they made a Mew 3 one time? It was in Pokemon the Musical.
Oh, I did not.
Yeah, it was like a theater, like live theater production. Pokemon the Musical, and it included Mew 3.
Wait, I got a question. Who the fuck is Mew? Isn't Mew 1?
I would suppose. Unless
Or is Mew 1 a different
it's
Pokemon?
Unless it's like computer numbering and you start with 0 and then 1 and then 2.
Yeah.
So Mew would be Mew 0 because there's no number. And then you'd go Mew 1, Mew 2.
You 75. That's the most important number, don't you forget it.
They apparently didn't officially release Mew in any Pokemon game outside of Japan until, like, years later. Because I had a Pokemon, like, Pokédex book that was also kind of like a guidebook for, like, all of the games at the time.
Yeah.
And it had, like, the descriptions of all the Pokemon and all their stats and all the moves they can learn and everything. Except for on Mew, it just said, this Pokemon hasn't been released yet. And didn't give any of its stats or anything. That was like the 10-year anniversary book. So that was from like 2006. Or 2007 maybe?
I ask again, as I've asked
It was Pokemon came out in 1996 in Japan, but 1997 everywhere else.
Speak to me. What more would you have me do?
So it was probably 2007 when I got that book.
Is there no prayer that will reach you? No mark that will break your bonds? I can't help you
Now
if
they've
you
made
won't
Mew
speak.
literally paid DLC. You have to buy the Pokeball controller and then Mew comes in the controller.
All I ask, to guide me.
The hell are you doing here?
No. How? How did you get here? The way was sealed by the spirit herself.
I used one of these.
Oh damn.
I could show you.
Yes, show me. Please.
Oh God, please, I really want to see that.
What do you want to see?
I was just joking about how the character was acting.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I'll bet the goal's the same. Get the light back to the source.
I hate that they kept in compatibility for the Pokeball controller in Sword and Shield, but don't let you use it as a controller.
That is... Wow.
You can only just do the thing where you put Pokemon in it and walk them around.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's really a decision that was made.
Yeah. Like, it's not like there's no reason why you couldn't have controlled Sword and Shield with the Pokeball controller, because like there's only like 2 buttons you use in Pokemon. And it has 2 buttons. So you could have done everything. I don't know, I thought it was a fun little controller. I would have used it. If I could have.
It didn't seem very interesting to me, but... I'm sure someone liked it.
Yeah, me. I was just saying that I liked it. I'm sure someone liked it. I'm like, I'm right here.
I can't think of who would have liked it, though. I'm just not sure. Someone must have, though. One person. Could it be a chat member? Who knows?
It's me.
I don't know, Elena. Is it? Was it? Could you have liked it, Elena? No. Can I repeat this one? Okay.
So just this, who liked it? It was me.
No, it's Cassie.
Everybody loves to tease me on my stream for some reason.
Oh, for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why everybody does this.
Yeah, why? Can't imagine.
The
it.
other day on when I was having technical difficulties on my stream with Biss, they couldn't hear me anymore, so they didn't think that I was live anymore. But the stream could still hear me, and so Biss kept talking over me, and I kept begging the chat. I was like, "Please tell Biss that I'm still here," and that they're talking over me, and they just kept saying that I was asleep. They wouldn't stop.
Elena, Elena, are you asleep again?
No, I'm not. It
You sure?
was the worst. Everybody was bullying me.
Are you really sure, Elena, that you're not asleep?
Completely sure. I do it.
Auxiliary channel recovered.
Oh yeah.
Exploit
Auxiliary
successful.
mode.
Restraints evaded. Is someone there? Aurea? Aurea, I need you. No, I will not submit. Aurea, the daemon is Aurea.
It's bugging me that they say Damon. I thought when it's spelled like that, it's still pronounced
Yeah,
Damon.
like that's actually an issue with my username too, to be honest. As I just assumed it was like an A sound, but AE is an E sound.
I was gonna say, I think that's just another way to spell demon.
Yeah. I only know this because of Magic the Gathering. They used to do AE as one letter, but then it was causing issues with people trying to search a card
Hey,
game.
in the cutscene, she painted a line here. Where'd it go?
Hey, it's gone.
Continuity error in game. 0 out of 10. It's not just movies and TV shows that have continuity errors anymore, apparently.
Hurting her. You heard it. The voice of the spirit calling to me from the heights of Thunder's
It's
Drum.
still gone.
She was able to throw off the bonds of the daemon for a moment. Because of what you did. Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Aloy. Naltuk sent me. He thought that you could use my help.
He was not mistaken. You've been a revelation. Now I know for
I
certain.
do not
the
enjoy
spirit
looking at the
endures.
wires they have
Perhaps together
stuck
we
in their
can find a way
skin.
to set her free.
Let's
think it's
not
neat.
get ahead of ourselves.
It's
I came all this way for answers, and so far,
it is
I haven't heard any.
It seems to me that you are the answer. But of course,
It's not
I'll
as
tell you
bad as
all
when I
can.
found out that Bayonetta's clothes were just her hair wrapped around herself. That really grossed me out for some reason. But it's up there.
I was wondering if you knew anything about a man named Silence. I think he's Banuk, or at least he looks that way.
When I finish this quest, it'll probably be it for Horizon today.
Or vanish,
Okay.
as the case may be. Why do you want to know?
He's
We
put
did
me
some
in
random
danger,
stuff today.
but also offered
Yeah.
help. I don't
I like
know
how
as
she
much about
essentially has
him
like a
as I'd
tiny
to.
model
I would
of
imagine his aid is
one of the
very
robots on her head.
It will not come without cost. Unfortunately, I am sworn to an oath of secrecy by the Conclave on this matter.
The Conclave?
A gathering of honored shamans in Banor. Silence is not to be discussed outside that circle.
I get that. But you and
Silence.
I are trying to help each other, right?
Yes, but I would be breaking an oath, and that I cannot do.
Let's
go.
see if I've got this straight. We heard two voices.
Well,
One you call
you'll
the
have finished the
spirit,
side quest. then.
captured somehow by the one you call a
Well,
demon.
good.
Whatever this daemon is, it's
Sasha
related to
also hates the hair
machines and why they've
clothes.
become more dangerous. I want to know
No,
how.
they're just neat
Both the
piercings.
spirit and the daemon are on a mountain.
No, we're talking about Bayonetta.
Thunder's Drum.
Oh, the hair clothes of
Why don't we go
Bayonetta.
there and figure
Yeah.
out what it
It's
means?
funny.
We can't.
I know,
It's
it
funny.
really,
It's dangerous.
it
More than you
really
can imagine.
squicked me out for some
Daemon
reason.
has secured it.
I don't know, like
no.
my skin, it makes my skin crawl thinking about it.
As chief
I feel like I'm like covered in hair.
to the mountain,
It's like, no.
and he
But it's
can't be
clothes.
reasoned with.
But still,
Sounds
I
like you need a
don't.
new chieftain.
Huh. There's an
I don't
idea
know
that's
why
still
it bothers
bringing
me
us
so
friends.
much, but it does. It's one of those things, you
Yeah,
know.
that's super. Yeah.
You said you were a
That
hunter.
It just really gets me for some
And I'll
reason.
wager you're not an ordinary one. It's not impossible.
Oh yeah, every time
Even
I
for
click
an
out of the
outlander.
window, encoding gets
An Aratak
overloaded.
couldn't refuse the challenge if you were known among the
You gotta
Warlock.
stop encoding that overload.
Wait, me? Challenge Aratak? I don't want to be chieftain of anything, much less a bunch of Banuk that don't want me.
But you want to go to Thunder's drum, don't you? You heard the spirit. She is suffering, tormented by the daemon. She longs to be free. And perhaps, when released from her bonds, she can give you the answers you seek.
I can't believe I'm agreeing to this. Fine. What do I have to do?
Get the Werak's attention to show the worth of your claim. Win at the hunting grounds. Kill bandits that prey on the cut. Or speak to my friend Sakuli. You help her.
Okay, just like do all this crap.
Definitely know
Or
Do all
actually,
you
there's
can.
just one person you could talk
When
to.
the time comes for you to throw your spear at Aratak's feet, I will be there to back
I think you
up.
should at least go to the hunting
then,
ground, though.
I'll be here to answer the questions
Personally.
you have about the challenge.
There's a
Sick and
side
tired of
quest around
hunting.
that area
And one more
that's
thing.
kind of
In the
cool.
box over there
I
is a
thi-
weapon, like my own.
Well, if there's side quests involved.
You may find it useful.
The Storm Slinger. Where inst is that? I have a new weapon, huh? Extraordinary reward box. Let's take a look at my reward boxes real quick before we end. Bony meat. Metal shards. Got an achievement for doing this quest, huh? Hey, there's some wire. Some more wire. Some more wire. Banuk Stormslinger. There it is. How do I equip weapons? Weapon fires charged bolts. Interesting. Oh, that's the Terror Blaster. I didn't even know I had this.
You get it for some reason at some point.
Okay.
It's
Well,
really
what can I
just
put
a
on
thing.
this? Probably a shock coil would be good. Or something that does shock. So when I have equipped. Alright, now I've got this thing. Oh, it's just like a gun. Aloy's packing heat now.
I never personally found much use for it.
I'm gonna play with it anyway. Just cause.
Yeah, might as well.
Let's go here for now. You wish you could forget the Bayonetta hair, Sasha? Well, I didn't know I'd ever find anybody else who felt the same way as I do about that. Hey, Peter Rabbit, what you doing in there? Like he's cleaning himself. Bunnies do that just like cats. Which means you don't really have to bathe rabbits. In fact, bathing them is kind of bad for them. They can end up with shock from getting wet. So you try not to get the bunny wet. The Bayonetta iceberg. The clothes are made out of hair.
I said to find her friend.
The Banehead iceberg.
It's
just- It's not an iceberg. It's a hairberg.
No! I perish.
I will.
I will simply die. Why do they make you install the 60 FPS update if you're on a PS4?
It's probably not you really installing it. It's probably like just like the way they detect it, or like just like the patch like version number. I don't know.
I guess technically it's still just a PS4 game, so they update it. It's just that it does a thing on the PS5 now. The PS5 is kind of just, it really feels just like the PS4 Pro too. As opposed
I just
to...
imagine it's something like, oh, we need to keep the version number consistent across the things, so something like that. I don't know.
It's really funny because like it really feels like it doesn't really do much of anything of note beyond what the PS4 Pro does.
Yeah,
It just feels like
and
a
the PS4 Pro,
slightly better
like,
PS4
it
Pro.
doesn't feel like it does much over the PS4.
I just got it because I was like, well, if it was on sale, I think, when I got it. I was just like, well,
pricing makes sense, probably.
I may as well, you know? It's like, why would I get a regular PS4 when I can get this, you know? Like, it's gonna be better. Like, at that point, it doesn't matter how much better it is. It's just that, you know, may as well get it.
Yeah.
This has been fun. As always. We made some
Good luck with
progress at a new weapon.
The fake Gmod.
It might be pretty short. I'm not sure how much longer I have to go through here. I was looking, there's only one more story achievement left to get, so
Oh.
might not be very much left. But yeah, thanks, Arrow. I had fun. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm gonna be right back for a couple minutes. Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye, Arrow. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back for a couple minutes. And I will stream Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Or no, Episode 1. I don't think we're gonna start Episode 2 today. Might just be kind of a short little extra here. So yeah. Be back in a little bit.